What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Jake Shavink here. We're finally getting underway with some of our rookie reviews, just kind of talking through some guys from last year in their first seasons, just kind of going through the film a little bit and kind of talking about, what a breakout could look like or how good they already are in the NFL. And so I thought, what better way to start than with a player who, if you talk to fantasy analysts, film guys, stat guys, analytics guys, all of them, they think this guy's in for a big 2022 season, and that guy is Ravens receiver Rashod Bateman. And now Rashod Bateman, of course, gets a groin injury in camp last year, misses the first 5 games, but comes out, respectably in 12 games, 68 targets, 46 catches, 515 yards, and a touchdown. And what we're going to look at is why this to the moon, this stock up, everything with him, like Rashod Bateman's going to explode in year 2. We're going to take a look in the film room of why that's going to be possible and just kind of talk about what the role could look like and perhaps in a little bit of a changing of the guard in the Ravens offense. So let's dive into the film first and look at how Rashod Bateman did make an impact for the Ravens in 2021 as a rookie. All right, guys, into the film room here now. Talk about Rashod Bateman. A lot to get to. Really quick, obviously, we're going to talk a lot of positives. We're going to talk about a lot of the traits that he has, and really, you can almost go look back. We did a video on him as a prospect as well, but here we're going to look at some of the pros and a little bit of the cons, too. It's not just going to be the highlights. There's going to be some things I want to look at how he can improve. So we're going to start here, bottom of your screen, and just a route that, again, we're working to stack. We're sinking the hips. We're gearing down, and we're going to create some space for ourselves here. Didn't get the ball, but you do see him adjust well on the scramble drill. That's something that's important. Now, not everything's going to be, oh, hey, we got to beat press. We got to beat man coverage, which he can do, and he does at a high level. Maybe sometimes it's, okay, let's just sit in the middle here and get our feet moving. And he does a good job here. He catch the football, but get your feet in position to get upfield quickly after the catch and pick up as much as you can. Bateman's gear that he can hit with the explosiveness he has, maybe was a little bit sapped early on because of that groin injury, but he found it. And really, you look at a lot of these second half stuff, and you see him again here just kind of bust up the seam and just pick up a big chunk of yardage against the space that he's given. This is really simple. It's a one-step slant against off coverage, but what you want to see, the hands. Look at that extension that he has working out to get the football. There you go. There's some extension right there for Rashod Bateman. You're going to see some arrogant hands, as many like to call it. Quick out route here. This is a great throw, by the way, by Lamar. But again, he can make things happen after the catch. He's not just a linear athlete. We know this. A little stop and start there. Quick to sink the hips, but quick to get back upfield and accelerate. That's important. We got to talk about this Vikings game. He dusted some guys in this one. Help Lamar in the scramble drill. Here's what's nice. Go be an alpha. Go catch that ball through contact. And here's another view for you. Yeah, go catch that through contact. Be the alpha that you can be, that he was at Minnesota. And even as a guy who's 6 foot 192 coming out of college, he still had those catch point wins. Another little shuffle release here, wins, and he's going to do a great job continuing to try and work to Lamar in the scramble drills, and that's important. Here, speed release. And what he does a great job with is he flips the hips, he gets the corner into a speed turn, and he's able to, you can kind of see it late in this route, is he's got leverage here, and he has that gear that he can win past a defender deep down the field. Another one here we're going to get through. He's got a lot of space, but he's going to help Lamar in the scramble drill. He sees that the safety's kind of sitting down, wants to get down the field. We love to see that. However, this is a little bit of pass interference, but again, you want to see him consistently winning these balls down the field, and that's something you'd like to see a little bit more of, and we'll kind of show that as well as we keep going. This is a great rep, and I want to go right back to it. Again, against off coverage in man here, we're stemming inside. Corner's got everything turned. He's got everything turned. He's playing, all right, we've got a vertical route. I got to come somehow crash back. What's nice is Bateman then goes to the corner. Cornerback is blind now. He is speed turning, but he has no clue where Bateman is. This is called getting into the blind spot, what great receivers do, and they snap the route off. 4.5, 5 yards of separation there. Doesn't get ball, but again, a great route from Rashod Bateman. Down here, same type of thing. Works outside, sell outside, sell that go route down the field, snap inside. Maybe, oh, we're getting back upfield, just wanted to re-stem. No, we're going to snap this out and win with a ton of space over the middle of the field. And you can see he kind of wanted that ball a little bit too, but you can see how much he can win against man coverage. Here's the arrogant hands again, if anybody was interested. There you go. Nice little arrogant hands. Great catch. He really dominated this Minnesota game. And you wouldn't think so. There weren't a ton of catches. You can see the shuffle release here at the bottom. He's shuffling to the inside. Oh, we got a whiff against press. Good hand swipe to get through. And I think when you have him hit a gear like that, he can get down the field and win, stack, be that vertical threat. That, again, they're going to have to ask him to be without Marquise Brown. So, bottom of your screen here. This is, again, it's a simple hitch route. And there's so much of this running the league now that wide receivers, A, you have to be able to sink the hips. You got to stay efficient through the route break. But B, set yourself up. Look at that plant foot as he's catching the football. Has a great idea of where this defender is, trying to close on him from a little bit of inside leverage so he can make that defender miss. And he's already positioned himself. Look at that. Gets that defender to manipulate him in space, and he picks up a good chunk after the catch. 2 wins here. We're going to get a speed release. He knows, okay, I didn't get to stack here. So I'm going to commit some OPI a little bit. Go up and get this football. Be the alpha. Be the alpha receiver that we know he can be. And look, not a drive later. Here we go. Shuffle, jab. We're stacking this time. Speed. And again, great throw by Lamar, but Bateman's in the spot he needs to be to make that catch, make that play happen. Here we are in the slot against the Packers. Shuffle and good hand swipe to get off a press. If Lamar kind of sits and stares a little bit down Brown here, you could get this safety to come up and Bateman's going to score. Didn't do that. But again, you see how Bateman can consistently defeat press coverage, which is really nice. So bottom of your screen here, maybe a little tougher to see, but hitch route doesn't work. Oh, okay, scramble drill. I'm going to get deep. Lamar does a great job seeing, okay, we're even. Back shoulder, make it easy on your quarterback, make a nice catch. The amount of adjustments he can make on the scramble drill, really impressed with that. Here we go, a little shuffle to jab release here, kind of split the defender a little bit more. And that split release is important because it gives you that two-way go of sorts. And again, stacked here, this is good. Ball's a little bit underthrown, but this is a play I'd like to see him make more. I know he's only 6 foot and 192 pounds. I get it. But he won a lot at the catch point with the explosion he could generate from his lower half at Minnesota. So I want to see more of it. And it's a little underwhelming finish here against the Rams game. But again, this is what you like to see young receivers do that some do not do. Again, there's enough space here to say, okay, I can probably receive the ball. But let's get back to the football. The ball was placed a little bit outside, so he kind of had to adjust, but easily could have just kind of turned to it rather than getting back up the field towards the line of scrimmage to make that play. Young receivers don't do that enough to work back to the quarterback, help him out a little bit, and he did that there. So, year 2 for Rashod Bateman, what does it look like? What are we expecting? Well, I think in a 17-game season now, barring injury, I think 1,000 yards for a first-round pick, that's got to be the baseline, truthfully. And I think he's talented enough to be that. You've seen him win against man coverage, against press, the route break efficiency he has, the ability to kind of manipulate defenders, get defenders in position where he wants them to win against man. He's a phenomenal route runner. We knew this at Minnesota. We know he has explosiveness. He kind of untapped it a little bit more as the season went on, as the groin injury healed. So the Ravens, though, they need him to be the wide receiver 1, and I think he's shown that against good corners as well. And that's something that you want to look at a lot with these rookie receivers is who are they playing against. And, well, when you're playing against Miami, who's got talented corners, the Rams have talented corners, the Browns do, right? Like all these teams, you see the talent there. And for him to be wide receiver 1, I don't think it's going to take a whole lot. I really think that explosion, that what we're going to see in year 2 is going to be that big jump for him. And that's why a lot of people are on that bandwagon, as am I. Now, the Ravens could make a little bit of an adjustment here. They kind of could unleash Lamar Jackson a little bit more in the passing game. Obviously, Mark Andrews is almost de facto wide receiver 1 of sorts over the middle of the field, but now you have Bateman to stretch the field as well. Replacing Marquise Brown is no easy task, but I do think Rashod Bateman is up to it, and that's why he's going to have a big, big year in 2022. So thanks for watching this video, guys. Drop a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new. Got a lot more coming out before the season starts. Film reviews are not going anywhere. The draft isn't going anywhere. So I hope you guys stick around for that. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Farewell.